Them they find money, you they find babe. That the only thing we go fi make a man fail. Body better search it, put your head straight. Make it no go be a die, none be the case. You say you like Kelly, we they find ways. Kelly we go make it lawyer file case. You they find Baba with your 5K. You don't get the money, you the boss give away. Oh my God. Time they say don't wait for nobody.
I just want to know, because I have too many clients, too many male clients that are married. Ladies, married women. I want y'all to get on here and I want y'all to explain to me, because this doesn't make sense to me. Because if I was married, my husband would get this cooch, like I'm lost. How are y'all in the house with your husband 2 and 3 months at a time and ain't putting out? I just talked to my friend who said that him and his wife have had sex once this year. It's the 12th of February. Like, I don't... What? And if y'all need to communicate, if he ain't turning you on, tell him. If he ain't smelling amazing, tell him. But to deprive him, deprive yourself, deprive y'all, I don't understand it. And I'm not married. Like, I don't understand. Like, and if I was married, I wouldn't understand. Like, so please, just please enlighten me. Don't come down on me. I just want to understand as an unmarried, because this is actually why the wives be getting cheated on. Like, how are y'all not doing the one thing they locked y'all down to do? That's the most important lockdown part. The food and the...
Very interesting. Now let's go to the comments and see what the women said as a response to what she said. Remember, she's asking women, married women, this question. So let's see how they responded. By the way, remember, before we even get into the comments, remember she said, do not come down on me. I'm just asking a question. This is a woman. Now we've looked at many videos when men have addressed women and how women respond. Let's see how women respond to another woman. At the top, she quoted what she said. She said, how you're not doing the one thing they lock y'all down to do. She said that rubbed her soul the wrong way. Answer the question. At the bottom, she said, disappointed that you're putting all the blame on the wife. I'm a licensed therapist. Trust, it's not usually the wife's fault. That this is coming from a female saying this. So you want us to believe you just because you say you're a licensed therapist. We don't even know if you're truly a licensed therapist. You could have just wrote that. You have not shown any documentation that you're a licensed therapist. People say anything online. The person above me said he's been married 14 years. You know, he gets it 3 times a week, and he says he dates his wife, you know, as if it's like his first year. So I feel like that's the only sound advice that I've read thus far. Above me, this lady said, if a man's physical needs aren't being met, her emotional needs haven't been met for a while, because women take a while to give up trust. I thought marriage is supposed to be unconditional. So you mean to tell me if he's not meeting a woman's emotional needs, which is dang near almost impossible for a man to fulfill, because we're not as emotional as women. We're more stable. Y'all are emotional roller coasters going up and down. That if we can't fulfill that and keep y'all tamed, that y'all not going to give us our physical needs? Just look above. It's 17,000 comments, bro. 17,000 comments. Mainly women complaining, not answering her question. The next one said, LOL, the unmarried speaking on married business. Very interesting. Answer the question, though. See, y'all don't have the answers. At the very bottom, it says, because some men think they don't have to communicate or show affection all day, and when night comes, want to hop on you for 3 minutes. That's a great answer, because she actually attempted to answer the question that the woman was asking instead of coming up with some type of bull crap, frustrating, you know, just response. She actually tried to answer the question. But my response to what she said is, if you have a good man and he's out there, whether he's working from home or he's out there, but he's literally trying to pretty much provide the resources and stuff like that, he's not going to have enough time to be showing you daggone affection all the time. First of all, men, we're not even built like that to be all affectionate all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not saying we won't give affection, but we're not built like that. Y'all don't even want us to be like that. Y'all don't even want men to be super affectionate and being our emotions and being like this and crying and stuff and this happened today at work and stuff like that. Y'all want us to be stable men. So how do y'all expect us to show y'all affection and stuff like that when we're out trying to be doing the rough stuff and make sure you comfortable and make sure the kids comfortable? I don't understand that. I was telling my wife this the other day because we were having a very strong conversation. It is not my job as the man to be your emotional support. Your emotions go up and down so much that the only one that can really be your emotional support, number one, is God. Number two is a therapist to help you balance those emotions. And number three, your female friends, your girlfriends, because all y'all are emotional and y'all understand each other. I'm a man. I'm built different. I'm built to be the stability. I'm built to be that dude that goes out here, that protects the household, that goes out and makes the money, that deals with all the stresses of life and stand firm and not cry while you go through all the emotions. I have to be the stability of the household. What the heck I look like being your emotional support? I got to make sure everything else is straight. When things sad happen to me, I don't even cry. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. Bruh, I don't even really know how to cry. I feel emotions just like the next person, but I don't even know how to cry because this world has built me up into such a way, and maybe even my mother and maybe my dad and stuff like that. I don't even know how to cry. I don't even process my emotions in that way where tears come out. I just try to find a solution. Men are about finding solutions. Women are about feeling their emotions. I don't care about feeling this emotion when something's going. I want to fix it. I want a solution. Women want to be heard. Men want a solution. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you read these responses from the women, and when they say that he's not emotionally doing this for me and that, he is literally going out every day working and stuff like that and making sure and I know women work too and stuff like that, but I'm saying y'all have this commitment agreement. I mean, look at this. This is why I feel like the majority of people doing relationships are doing it wrong, because they have no foundation. The foundation should be God. Y'all trying to do this relationship without no manual, without no instructions. Y'all just winging it, and everybody's failing. Not everybody, but most people are failing. Look what this says. It says, the wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields it to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but yields it to his wife. Marriage is supposed to be unconditional. All these conditions. Oh, I'm not giving him this because he's not doing that. I'm not doing this for him because he's not doing that. Marriage was never supposed to be found off of conditions. The earliest document of what I understand from marriage was in the Bible, for what I understand. Like I said, I could be wrong, but that's what I have learned. Y'all doing marriage without God, and then y'all expect it to be successful. Not all y'all, but I'm talking about the people who are responding in the conditional way that they are. That's like if a woman don't give me none, that means I'm not gonna go out there and work anymore. Because I told my wife this, bro. I don't really need much. All the work I do and all the money I make is really for her and the family. I'm content. Honestly, I'm content buying a van and living in a van. I don't even like having bills. I do this stuff for her. Women don't even realize that the majority of us men do things for the love of our wife. So you mean to tell me because you're not giving us none? What if we say, you know what? But forget this then. I'm not going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go get a regular job and just, I don't even want to work hard no more. Instead of coming home and being stressed and stuff like that, I'm going to get a regular job and just be relaxed and get paid way less. But look, at least I have my peace. Oh, y'all ain't having that though. See the conditional type stuff I'm talking about? Let's look at more comments. She said, that's why you aren't married. Again, being petty and childish. The next one said, ED is real, if you know what ED is. Being turned off is real. Resentment, body consciousness, kids, too tired, not trying, separate spaces, being married but alone, all real. See, that's actually a good response. She's actually given, I don't even know if that's a she. Robin speaks. Robin is a unisex name. I'm not even sure if that's a woman or a man. Only the married get it. No. Answer the question. See, you don't have, these people don't even have responses. And she said, weird to me that some people think being married automatically equals access to each other's bodies whenever they want. Again, going back to what I said. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but yields to her husband. In the same way, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but yields it to his wife. It's right there in the scripture, if you believe the scripture. It does give you automatic access to each other's body. What the heck are you talking about, bruh? Right above me, it says, many men act like children and their wives end up feeling turned off constantly, having to pick up after a grown man. It's so funny, the double standards, right? When a man is paying all the bills, he's going out there and work, he's making all the money, he's providing all the resources, and his wife is a stay-at-home wife and she's not working and things like that, he never looks at his woman as she's a little kid. But when a woman is in that same position and she's making most of the money, the dude could even be working, but she just makes more money than him. And he's not bringing as much to the table as her. She looks at him as a little kid. That's why I be saying women can't handle that. Women aren't supposed to be in these positions of leadership, in my opinion, because they can't handle it emotionally. When a man is put in these positions of leadership, it's an honor to him to be able to take care of his family and things like that. And he doesn't even degrade or demean his wife in a sense where she's lesser than because she doesn't make any money, or he's taking care of her pretty much like a child. But when a woman has that same position, she looks down on the man. And yes, recently I was talking to my wife about this. And yes, we were talking about, getting it in. And I was like, if you know as a woman, right? If you know as a man, I've communicated to you on numerous times that I be wanting to get it in. I want to do it. And you know that I love that. Then why don't you do that more often for me? It was just a general question. And you know what her response was? Her response was, well, she was like, well, other than you providing finances, what do you do for me? First of all, I can answer that question very well. But my frustration is, why are you answering my question with another question? Why are you answering what's the point of doing it? I'm asking you a simple question. I'm like, if you know this makes me happy, why don't you do it more often? And then she finally answered, she just don't be thinking about it. She'd rather do what she wants to do for me. The things that make her happy. It's like, this is what women do in a lot of situations. They'll do things for you only in their own comfort. So basically, if they like making arts and craft and stuff like that, they'll make you a cute little arts and craft gift and say, hey, I made this for you out of love. And you're like, I don't want this. And it's like, well, you don't appreciate it, you don't accept it. I made this for you out of love. You should appreciate it. That's unappreciative of you. And I'm like, I just want you to do some things with me. I don't want this. Why you keep giving me all these gifts over here and doing all these different type of things? That's what you want to do for me. You're not doing what I want you to do for me. Anyway, here's the real answer to why women usually get lazy in the area of intimacy. So women are competitive in nature, right? You ever notice that when a woman step out the house, she's judging and looking at another woman, why she got that on, why she get this and that. Women usually compete with other women. Also, women find men valuable that other women like, right? So if a woman is talking to a dude he knows has 5 different females he talks to, but he ends up spending time with her, it's going to make her feel special. That's just how women are. That's their nature. So when women don't have other women to compete with, they start getting lazy and they start seeing your value less than what you really are valuable for. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, when they realize that you're locked in with them and you're committed to them, which is a beautiful thing, right? I believe it's a beautiful thing. But when you're locked in and committed with them, they no longer have any competition. So what happens is they start getting lazy and they think that, well, you ain't going to cheat or you ain't going to be, because you made a commitment to them. So they start getting lazy and they start feeling entitled. That's how women are. That's why 80% of the babies, 20% of men have 80% of the babies, because women they're drawn to men who, it's a nature thing, bro. It's all throughout nature. I actually don't want this video to keep going longer and longer, because I could even expound on this even more. But, it's going to be another topic for another day. You know what I'm saying?